In step 2 of the wealth creation formula, the only thing you should be doing at this point is increasing income. The only thing you should care about now is how do I take this income I created from this first job. It doesn't say to get a second job, by the way. It doesn't say to get a third job or a fourth job or a fifth flow of income. It says, how do I increase the income of the first stream that I created? I'm mowing lawns or I'm selling stocks. Either way, by the way, you're talking about bringing money in. So at some point, we got to confront the boogeyman. And the boogeyman in the room is the word nobody wants to do. Get money, sell, revenue. Okay, your next step in the wealth creation formula, once you have a job, fortify that job. So your next step in wealth creation formula is not to start a new business, not to save, not to invest. Your second job, if you will, your second move is to increase your current income. So increase income. What does it mean to increase? Increase, the word means make bigger in size, amount, intensity, or degree. Increase something, make it bigger. Okay, make it juicier, make it do something, right? Bigger, I want to get it giant, I want to increase the size of it. Okay, this is your first or next step in the wealth creation formula. It's not to start a business, it's not to create other flows of income, it's not to make investments, it's not even to save. Right now, all you want to do is this, get a job. It doesn't say go to college, okay? It says get a job, and now the second step is to increase income. You could do them both this fast. I could teach my daughter how to beg for money from my friend, Stephen G. Then I could teach her immediately, once you create income, then what I want you to do is increase it. Go back for seconds. Stephen G, what do I got to do, Stephen, for you to pay me $100? Stephen says, I need you to run 5 laps. Excellent. She runs the 5 laps and says, I did that in a very short period of time. How about a little tipola? How about a little bonus? How about we bump you up a little bit? How about 200 for 20 laps? You understand? So the first thing you do in the creation of wealth, remember what we're doing here, wealth creation formula, a methodology. It's a codification. How do I create wealth? Simplified. See, everything that's ever worked for me in my life, okay? Remember, everybody needs to understand, I started with nothing. I had an idea. I'm like, what do? Get a job. Create income from the idea. Those of you out there starting businesses right now, the first thing to do is to create income. It is not to write a business plan. It's to create income. So that if you need to go to the bank later, you can show them how much income you made, because sooner or later they're going to ask that. Once you create income one time, your second job along the wheel, this is going to rotate. You're going to rotate along with it, okay? I'm going to be doing this and then moving. Once you get income, your second job then is to increase that income. Now, if you're satisfied, which is what happens to most people, and by the way, most people are satisfied because they're miseducated. You think it's all right to be where you are because you're comparing it to where somebody else was. Most people just stop right here in their wealth formula. And they wonder why they never get wealthy. You never got wealthy because you only have one income. And then you never increased that income. So how could you possibly ever have enough friends? See, because remember, wealth is not just about money. How could you have enough water? Imagine you get 1 bottle of water, you're thirsty, okay? And in the wealth creation formula for water, okay, for staying hydrated, you get your job is to get 1 bottle of water. You go to the Oasis, you get 1 bottle out, and you never increase the bottles of water. And the man sits at the side of the Oasis, I'm fine, I'm hydrated, everything's good. And another guy comes by and starts bottling water up because he knows tomorrow's going to come, tonight's going to come, something's going to happen. So he creates wealth in his hydration. So that when he's on his camel through the desert, a mile or 2 away, and he's thirsty, he can take a sip. And the other guy's like, what happened to all the water? It's gone. So why should you increase your income? Why would you increase the water you have in your house, or the food supply, or the fans you have on? You can't live based on where you are, that all things fall with gravity. On this planet, if it stays the same, it will fall. Gravity. here at what you're doing. Get better at your current situation. Add revenue to your current company. Don't get another job. Sales is the way to control income. To connect to revenue at your company is the way to create an increase in income. There's no other way ultimately. Increase the number of friends. You want to increase the number of fans. You want to increase the number of reviews. Good reviews. You want to increase where you are from where you are. Not yet. You understand? Increase from where I am right now to where I want to go. I'll give you an example. A guy gets a bad review on LinkedIn or Facebook or Google or Yelp. He wants to go remove the review. That's wrong. Based on the creation of wealth formula, okay, I want to create a door to my reviews. It's wealth, man. Don't you get it? It doesn't say remove the bad review. What does it say? Increase the number of good, positive reviews I get. Okay, I get somebody that deletes me on Facebook. They're like, I don't want to follow Grant Cardone on Facebook anymore. I don't want to follow him on Snapchat. Well, what's that got to do with the wealth creation formula? Create income. People come to my Facebook page, my Twitter account, my LinkedIn, my Google+, my Snapchat, right? They come in, and what do? The second thing to do is to increase the number of people that I allow to come in. Not get rid of, not worry about the people that stopped. Okay, I have an email campaign going out. I have a database I'm trying to build. Income, I'm trying to build it. I'm trying to create wealth in you get it? This isn't about money. It's about how you think. This is about this right here. How do I think as a millionaire? Okay, a millionaire in every category of my life. How do I think? I think in abundance and prosperity and wealth. I don't worry about losing one person because I'm always adding more people. In the wealth creation formula, you're increasing income, things coming into you, okay? So this is what you have to do right now. First of all, you got to really get clear about where most people don't even know what their income is. Yeah, I make $45,000 a year. Really? How much do you make? I don't know. Ask yourself, do you even know? Do you know the exact number to the penny? Because if you don't, okay, if you don't know the exact number to the penny, you're not acknowledging what you have. You're not grateful for what you have. And if you're not grateful and you don't acknowledge and you don't pay attention, it's going to go away. How much do you actually make? They never even want to look at the situation. And then they make reasons the rest of their life why they never created wealth. When the people that create wealth, look at this. How do I create income? How do I increase it? How do I save it? How do I invest it? How do I create multiple flows? How do I increase those flows now, make them bigger and bigger and bigger so I got 57 of them just gushing on me every month? How do I save that, invest it again, create more flows of income so that I can actually go on unbelievable vacations, so I can actually donate to the church or community or to the charity that I love, okay? So how much do you make now? How much do you keep? What is your target? Do you have a target? Do you have a target for creating income and increasing income? I got a job, it pays me 45 grand a year, it pays me 145 a year. What's my target for increasing that? Most will tell you need more money, okay? Saving, you have nothing to save. You have nothing to invest. Why talk about it? This is not about spending at this point. When you make this new money, when you increase your income, when I go from 60 grand to 72, it's not about spending the extra 12. It's not about showing off. Oh my God, I'm making more money. You're making nothing right now. I don't even know how you live. It's not about bragging, right? Okay? A guy told me last night, he's like, Grant, I'm gonna make 50 grand this month. I'm like, how do you live on that, man? Are you bragging or complaining? He's like, what? Are you bragging or complaining? Because you should be bragging a little bit, but really you should be complaining because there's so much more you can do, okay? Income only is what we're doing here in step 2. We will worry about what to do with that money next, okay? If you're at $1,800 a month right now, your target should be to double that number. Your first target should be right here to double that number. If you're making $4,000 a month right now, which is hundreds of millions of people in America, your next target should be to increase that by at least half. If you're making $6,000 a month right now, I want you to increase that by another quarter. I want you to go from 6 to 8. If you're making 10, increase it from 10 to 12.5. But always have your eye on this, okay? Always have your eye on the millions, okay? Your goal is to create millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, okay? Always keep your eye on 10x, big expansion. Remember, we're gonna bring you through the whole formula, okay? First we create the income, then we increase the income. See you in the next segment.